well, 8 centimeters higher is Elin. Well, record's pretty darn similar. 5 wins for both fighters. Down to the ground straight away. Nice inside leg kick from Elin, and a nice straight right as well, far back. Beautiful left hook. Some nice combinations. Flurry of punches and punches from the Swedish fighters. Toktogónova look to try and trip her and get her down.
Obvious intentions from the two of them here, isn't there? You can see the fluent striking there early on from the Swede, but now the wrestling clinch didn't look quite as comfortable with her hands up at a distance, but now she's chest to chest. This is where she wants to be.
Yeah, we're seeing a contrast of a grappler versus a striker. I see it's very clear their intentions right from the beginning. So let's see if she can complete her takedown, then see what she can do from the top position as well. Let's see how Oberg would be able to defend it. Let's see if she can deal with that pressure too.
Nice knee. Toktogónova didn't look overly comfortable on the feet and the striking at the beginning there. She looked a little bit open and not as fluent and light. But as we see here, she's got it where she wants it now, which is just a gritty, grinding fight against the wall. And she'll be happy here. I'm sure she can do this all day if she needs to. Oberg's gonna want to separate and try and get that nice long-range striking off.
Yeah, I feel like she was not being very successful on her feet early in the fight, so she already went straight to the point, closed the distance, started pushing against the cage, trying to put her down early and not give her a chance. She was behind with the striking.
Nice timed separation from Elin. And good balance as well, defending the takedown up against the fence from the Swedish fighter. And they're going to be wary of those nice combinations. That was a good left there from Toktogónova in the middle of that, though.
She's got a little bit less range, doesn't she? She needs to just get in a little bit closer. She needs to have slightly shorter on the reach and the arms.
4 жык камтуу боюнча Кыргызстандын лидеринен чексиздикти кошуп ал. 4 жумага болгону 500 сом. Максималдуу ылдамдыктагы чексиз интернет. Акысыз мессенджерлер менен социалдык тармактар. Wi-Fi'ды акысыз таратуу. Чексиз чалуулар. Жогорку сапаттагы 200дөн ашуун телеканал. Этно медиа онлайн кинотеатрын акысыз көрүү. Мой о тиркемесинен же Остор дүкөндөрүнүн акысыз есим. Баарына чексиз.
I think that 10 centimeter height advantage made a big difference when those takedown attempts as well. She's nice head control underneath the chin of Elin, but she still wasn't able to get it down. And it was a good balance for Elin Oberg. Teasing that right hook.
Look like Oberg is trying to find the distance to start throwing those strikes.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she's being quite respectful.
Oh, it was a big shot from Oberg there. Nice right. Again, ANELYA Toktogónova is going for the takedown. Nice knee inside the clinch from Oberg. And nice knee to the midriff again as Toktogónova continues to try and get her double clasp, and she does. And she's clasping up against the fence now. She's got the body lock. Toktogónova will look for the trip again, but still, Oberg is defending very well.
I think the danger here was Toktogónova was a little bit predictable on what she wants to do. So she was repeating the situation over and over again. It's very dangerous. She walk into something.
She's very determined on trying to body lock and try to put her down, but I feel like she has a disadvantage on speed as well. I feel like Oberg is just moving faster, so she's able to predict what she's doing, and then now she's defending one step ahead.
Well, Elin was tagging her as she was coming in. I mean, it seems that, as you were saying, Ollie, the game plan is the striker versus grappler classic. Toktogónova wants to get her mitts on Oberg and take her down. It eats a nice knee upside in the clinch from Oberg again.
And one more takedown denied, so that takes a lot of her energy as well. How many of those can she put per round?
Oh, that's a great left hook left. Nicely timed getting down, but Oberg gets back up to her feet very well. It was a good duck from Toktogónova and gets her in the seated position now. She's getting on some of the hooks in. This is where Toktogónova wanted her. She's still got 60 seconds to work in the first.
And she placed her foot on the back of her leg and just pulled her backwards. It was very clever.
Straight to the choke, straight to the choke. She's against the cage, so it prevents her to go to her shoulder side. That's the side she should use to conclude the submission. And Oberg looks very composed as well. She's defending, she's fighting the hands, which prevents Toktogónova to attack the neck. So
You can see that Anelya's father, Emil Toktogonova, as I said, the founder of Kyrgyzstani mixed martial arts, shouting out instructions, giving her the countdown on the clock as he continues to look up at the big screen.
That's very interesting that Toktogonova is crossing her feet from the back. Like usually we try to put the hooks and not cross the feet because there is an available foot lock from there.
I did spot that. I think maybe where she's just so shallow with it, maybe she can get away with it not so much if she got her more to the shin.
Just trying to turn in here.
She's made the fight scoring more interesting here though with this last minute and a half flurry on top.
She's going for the neck again.
Too little too late, but interesting scoring round, Simon. How'd you see it?
Oh. Warriors, you can see Elin's corner asking her to chop the legs. Telling her to go straight for the legs right from the beginning of the round, and she does that. Use that height advantage, start striking from range.
She's loose, isn't she, Oberg? She's very loose and fluent on her feet. Whilst the more sort of stiff wrestling style of Toktogonova, just trying to get in close, waiting for her moment. You can see from the hand placement, Toktogonova's hand placement is more based off just being safe through these exchanges to try and get in close, as opposed to just like the loose movement of Oberg, who wants to land these powerful strikes.
And she does land a nice right cross as Oberg. What's Toktogonova's game plan here, apart from looking for the takedown and eating that left hook as she gets back up? She's looking for the counter and then to time her takedown behind the counter, Ollie.
Yeah, I feel like it's leaving her a little bit vulnerable. She doesn't look too, she's got a little bit of blood from the nose now. And she's not created a threat with her hands, which makes the takedown easy. So when she shoots in, you're seeing Oberg deal with it quite comfortably so far.
Yeah, Oberg's striking just looks so clean. She looks so sharp, and the control distance as well. She's looking for an opportunity to maybe hit her and put her down. So.
Or a big left hook.
Just tags Toktogonova as she was looking for the single and it wheeled her around. Nice inside leg kick from Oberg.
I don't think Toktogonova's enjoying this round at the moment. She looks a little bit unsure of where she needs to go.
I think even though she's an 18-year-old prospect from Kyrgyzstan, I think she's actually tough as nails. I think she's been in a lot of wars already in her amateur career, and I think that bleeding nose is absolutely nothing for her. I think she's one of the kind of fighter, one might understand, is she'll keep going and going, and Oberg's going to have to finish her. Otherwise, Toktogonova will just carry on for days. I think she's that kind of fighter. I don't think let size and stature fool anybody.
Oberg is doing those little low kicks once in a while. That's going to slow down Toktogonova's takedown attempts.
Also, training with someone like Valentina Shevchenko, you're pretty used to pretty hardcore kickboxing sparring sessions as well.
She's back to the cage.
Almost like she was pulling guard.
Sometimes, if you can't get someone down, you need to pull guard and work with the back, and better than losing and getting pieced up. And so sometimes I like to see that. Sometimes you pull guard because you got to try and win, right?
Yeah, if if you tangle the legs, maybe you're gonna be successful winning one of those unusual attacks, the leg locks, etc.
But fair play to Toktogonova, taking on one of the best strikers in the female division of European mixed martial arts. You know, coming in here and trying to fight for the single, taking a lot of shots as she does so. Good sprawl by Oberg, doing very well. Nicely in the middle. Toktogonova gets it down into side control. The crowd love that.
Perseverance and persistence is rewarded.
Beautiful takedown. Beautiful top control. She felt in a very, very powerful position right now. Let's see with the minute 45 left what she can do to try to get the round back to her.
She has work to do, doesn't she? She needs to do some work now. This has to count.
To steal that round, she's going to have to show some dominance right now because in the first half of the round, she got pissed up.
Be careful not to get swept. I was doing well with that butterfly guard, Hugo.
She tried to put the hooks, but the positioning of Toktogonova was very strong, so she had to go back to close guard right now. And Toktogonova, she should try to isolate one of the arms, break the posture, and defend herself as much as she can, because that's a very dangerous position. If Toktogonova starts progressing right now, she's going to be on a very good position to ground and pound. So.
Oberg trying a couple of shots of her own off her back. She's a nice left elbow from Toktogonova.
Much like in round one, though, Toktogonova's got work to do here to try and take this round back off of Oberg, and she's in a great position to do so, but finding it hard to get a lot of joy here. Oberg's doing a very good job of just pinning her down and controlling her arms.
She's trying to take one of the legs in between and progress to half guard, which is gonna, oh, she passed the guard. Strong elbows.
Nice shots.
Strong elbows. That's going to count for the scoring.
Seconds.
Yeah, not much time to work now for ANELYA TOKTOGONOVA of Kyrgyzstan. Certainly Oberg did well to keep her guard for that period of time before TOKTOGONOVA was able to get around.
Knee on the arm, opens some elbows up maybe.
She's looking for some kind of keel up, but she's just trying to trap it.
Oberg's very good at just stuffing these attacks and making it ugly and not letting anything clean go through.
A couple of hammer fists just to finish the round from TOKTOGONOVA.
It's a strong finish to the round. Was it enough for that round? I don't know. That was very close. Maybe close to a...
Like what she was doing in the second, very effectively. The claws, the blooded nose. Still plenty to play for. Probably 2 rounds to Oberg in my view. Going to be very entertaining third. Well, similar to the second round. Oberg just targeting that lead leg. Distance between the two. Couple of feints. Very different kickboxing stance styles. Slow feints from Yelin Oberg. She's got a very deceptive kind of way of entering the pocket, looking like a slow swaying praying mantis, and all of a sudden the speed catches you by surprise.
Yeah, that's that high level pace change. You kind of bring the pace down, you bring your opponent's pace down, then you raise the pace up, and it's kind of a surprise element.
Well, Superman punch from TOKTOGONOVA with the left coming in. Really connecting, but worth a try.
Neither fights are really pushing the action here and pushing for the win so far in round 3.
Well, did that end of that second round, did the takedown and the groundwork, take a little bit out of Yelin? Certainly not much activity in reply either from TOKTOGONOVA.
If I'm TOKTOGONOVA, I would act with a little bit more of an urgency, because I don't know how the scorecards are coming, so she should try to look for those takedowns early. She's wasting time. And it might be too little too late when she starts putting the action.
Yeah, I think she needs to use some blitz attacks. Just punch, 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 punch in. Punch, 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 punch in. And if you get success, great. If you don't, you score well.
Oh, nice knee inside the clinch from the disengage from Yelin Oberg as she gets back up to his feet. Nice takedown attempt, but pretty easily stuffed from Oberg. I'm still looking relatively light on her feet. Again, a bit of lazy take, a shoot from distance from TOKTOGONOVA, but at least she gets her mitts on her opponent and takes her down, and now has even more time to work.
I was surprised she got that, weren't you? It didn't look too dynamic.
A long way out, wasn't it?
That was, I didn't see that coming. It came from a mile away. Turns out that she got the leg. Maybe Oberg is tired from the last round, so she didn't have a quick reflex to defend it.
If it works, it works. I can't complain.
They're against the cage.
And she's got 2.5 minutes left to try and take this round and make it really interesting on the scorecards.
Referee Samamidi just checking sure there, making sure that the toes weren't in the cage and Yelin wasn't using it to her advantage, and she's not. Told in the fighters briefing today that they've got to imagine that fence as a wall and to grab it with their toes, and Oberg's doing that very, very well. Fantastic fighter briefing today by Samamidi and fellow referee Dan Marbahedi, and translated in Russian as well for a lot of our fighters from Caucasus and Central Asia and Russia.
She's on top control, but there's not much of an action here. Right now, got away from the cage a little bit, so let's see if TOKTOGONOVA can capitalize and cause damage. Oberg is 100% focused on defending, not letting TOKTOGONOVA progress.
And he's doing well to scramble back up to her feet, but got the single TOKTOGONOVA has now. She's got her back, she's got just one hook in. She's going to try and get the other one.
That's dangerous for Oberg.
Still 90 seconds left for the Kyrgyzstani 18-year-old to work here. This is not where Oberg wanted to be. She's done well to defend all these submission attempts in the first 2 rounds from TOKTOGONOVA, but still a tough position to be against a grappler of high levels like TOKTOGONOVA. She's got the neck.
Dangerous.
Forearm underneath.
It's across the face.
Squeezing.
She's got a neck crank. It's not the rear naked underneath.
Close to the chin now.
Shots off the back from Oberg.
I think that's him.
It's on.
Now it's looking deep in his sensational win for ANELYA TOKTOGONOVA from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan.
Number 3, for your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, ANELYA TOKTOGONOVA.
Similar 5 wins for both fighters. Just one extra loss on Elin's
To present the award,
purely
let's
academic.
welcome CEO and General Manager of UAE Warriors, Fuad